Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to complete the Nameless Village quest here in Dragon's Dogma 2, so let's jump into it. So to start the quest, we're going to head over to the Star Drop Inn in Vernworth and speak with Brant. When you speak with Brant, you want to select the option called Tell Me of the False Sovereign. Once you do, you'll get some dialogue, you can accept the quest, you'll get a little bit more dialogue, and then we can move on our way. Now, once you've started the quest, the next thing we need to do is make our way to the Nameless Village. Now, if you don't already know where that's located, it's going to be northeast of Vernworth. You guys can see it's going to be right up here on our map. It's pretty simple to get to. There's a main path that leads all the way there from Vernworth. But there is one important thing that you need to know. So as you get close to the village, right around where we've placed this marker, you'll see on your map, you're going to have essentially a giant mountain right here. And you're not going to be able to get through. Right around where our marker is, there's a blockade that doesn't allow you to go through, and you can't climb up on either side. So if you go back over here where the water is, when you've crossed the water, there's going to be a campsite. You're going to need to go around that mountain through the campsite and through the eastern forest, and you'll just work your way all the way around until you make it back to the main path, and that'll lead you straight up to the village. Now, once you get to the village, you need to go all the way to the top of the hill. So you'll just follow that main path all the way up here to this red building. And this red building is going to be called the Old Noble Manor. Now, once you make it up to the manor, we're going to go inside. And once you go inside, you're going to find a guy in the back by the fireplace named Flaude. When you speak with him, you'll have a couple options that you can select. One being asking him of the false sovereign, Arthur. We're going to ask him all the questions that we can, and once we're done, we'll walk away and you'll see that the quest will be progressed. Now, once you finish speaking with him, we're going to go back out the door that we came in, and we're going to take a right. And if you follow this little dirt path, it's going to lead you straight to this giant hole in the ground that also has a ladder. We're going to go ahead and go down that ladder into the hole, and when you make your way to the bottom, it's going to trigger a little cutscene where it's going to show us some parkour. And yes, we are going to have to do a little bit of parkour to get to the final room. So once you make it into the first room, this one's not too bad. You're going to jump on the first platform here. We can then jump across beside us. We'll run up and jump on the one here and let it come down a little bit so that we can get height to jump across the other side. If you fall down, there is a ladder to get back up. It may take you a couple tries, but eventually you will get it. It's not too bad. The second section here is pretty much the same exact thing, except you're going to have rocks that are swinging back and forth. So just be very careful of those. When you get to the last one, you can kind of come back to the back like this, lift it up, wait for it to go by, and jump across. And you should be good. Now, once you make it through the second obstacle course, we're going to go into the final room. And once you go into that room, it's going to trigger automatic dialogue from a guy named Srail. He's going to say a few words, and then it's going to stop. Once it stops, walk up to Srail again and speak with him again, and that will cue more dialogue that's actually going to help us progress with this quest. You're going to talk to him for a little bit. You're going to get the opportunity to ask him again about the false sovereign. You can go ahead and ask him that. Once you do, he is then going to give you a bill of arrest once you are finished with the dialogue. That is what we are going to need from this place so that we can take it back to Vernworth. Now, once you finish his dialogue and get the bill of arrest, we can then work our way all the way back to Vernworth. We're going to go over to the Star Drop Inn and speak with Brant one last time. Again, make sure to select the option, Tell Me of the False Sovereign. And once you do, you will be able to give Brant that bill of arrest that we just collected. And you'll get a little bit more dialogue from him. And once he finishes up, the quest will be complete. But that's how to complete the Nameless Village here in Dragon's Dogma 2. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.